And now the Packers get set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'll go over here. Where y'all going? Finish it.
They pitch it out to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
Let's go. Hey, where y'all going?
The toss play to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Crosby puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Then to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Perry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Let's go, come on.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Let's go, hey, let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 30 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brewer. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 45 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 626.
To throw is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be so careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams